SBS Transit Limited is a public transport operator in Singapore. Its major competitor in Singapore's transport system is SMRT Corporation, which also operates bus, rail, taxi and other transport services. The company was formed as a separately listed subsidiary in November 1997 under the name of Singapore Bus Service, although it can trace its history back to the formation of Singapore Bus Service in 1973 with the merger of three bus companies. On November 1, 2001, the company's name was changed to SBS Transit Limited to reflect its status as a bus and rail operator. It is a subsidiary of ComfortDelGro. History. Singapore Bus Service was initially formed in 1973 with the merger of three private bus companies. The government-sanctioned merger was undertaken to improve service standards of the bus transport system. With the shift towards the creation of multimodal transport companies, Singapore Bus Service changed its name to ComfortDelGro in November 1997. Bus operations were hived off to a fully owned subsidiary called Singapore Bus Services Limited, which was separately listed on the Singapore Exchange. In November 2001, Singapore Bus Services Limited was renamed as SBS Transit Limited when the company formally became a multimodal transport operator with the impending opening of the Sengkang LRT line. In 2003, SBS Transit started operating the Northeast line of the Mass Rapid Transit network in addition to its existing bus operations. On August 29, 2011, SBS Transit was given the operation license for the Downtown line, which started on December 22, 2013. Operations. SBS Transit's primary business is providing public transport services in Singapore. Its more notable operations are the following. Bus operations in Singapore, comprising a fleet more than 3,000 buses, serving the entire island. Rapid transit operations along the Northeast Line and the partially open Downtown Line of the MRT network. Light rail operations and manages the 29 stations along the Sengkang and Punggol LRT lines. Buses. Bus fleet equals, SBS Transit operates 75% of the scheduled bus market share in Singapore with more than 300 bus services and a total fleet of more than 3,000 buses. It consists of the largest depots, Ang Mo Kio, Bedok North, Bukit Batok Bus Depot, Hougang, Loyang and Soon Lee. Some of the latest additions were also used for bus service enhancement programs since September 17, 2012. Three models, all wheelchair accessible and are either Euro 4 or Euro V compliant, currently form the majority of SBS Transit's fleet. Bus models. Double-decker buses Dennis Trident 3, Scania K310UD, Volvo B9TL Euro 3, Volvo B9TL Euro 5. Volvo B9TL Euro 5, Volvo B10TL, Volvo B10TL, Volvo Olympian 3-axle. Single-deck buses Mercedes-Benz 0530 Citaro, Scania K230UB Euro 4 and 5, Scania L94UB, training bus, Volvo B5RLE, not in service, Volvo B7RLE, Volvo B10BLE, Volvo B10MMK4. Bus routes. SBS Transit operates many different types of bus routes and bus services, taking up the majority of the pie of Singapore's duopoly bus system in almost all areas of Singapore, with the notable exception of the north and northwest areas, where bus services are mainly run by its competitor, SMRT buses. However, with the current government contracting model, selected number of existing services run by SBS Transit will be handed over to the newer operators, namely Tower Transit and Go Ahead. Mass Rapid Transit. SBS Transit is the operator of the Northeast Line since June 20, 2003 and Downtown Line from December 22, 2013. The Northeast Line is the third line in Singapore, and also the world's first fully underground and automated rapid transit line. The line is 20 kilometers long with 16 stations. The operating license was given to SBS Transit in order to foster competition with SMRT trains and to create multimodal public transport companies, each specializing in their own district. The tender spans from 2003 to 2033. As the name implies, the Northeast Line connects central Singapore to the northeastern part of the island. Transfers to the North-South Line are provided at Dhoby Ghaut, East-West Line at Outram Park and Circle Line at Serangoon, Dhoby Ghaut and Harbourfront. The rolling stock used are Alstom Metropolis C751A and the newer fleet edition of Alstom Metropolis C751C. The Downtown Line is the fifth line in Singapore. With 34 stations, the 42 km long line will be the world's longest fully underground and automated rapid transit line when completed in 2017. The Downtown Line will connect residents staying in the northwestern and central eastern to the new downtown. Transfers to this line from the Northeast Line will be available at Chinatown and Little India, the North-South Line at Newton and Bukit Panjang, the East-West Line at Bridges, Tampines and Expo, the Circle Line at McPherson, Bayfront, Promenade and Botanic Gardens. The rolling stock used is Bombardier MOVIAC 951. Fleet details the trains are classified as contracts unlike countries which uses class. 2012 train service breakdown A major breakdown occurred on March 15, 2012 affected 90,000 commuters due to a power supply problem in the tunnel at Outram Park Station. This caused train services to be disrupted, between 06:30 to 16:35, on NEL between Harbourfront and Dhoby Ghaut stations. Subsequently, the Land Transport Authority intends to impose financial penalties amounting to 400,000 Singapore dollars on SBS Transit for the disruption. Light rail transit, in addition to the Northeast Line and Downtown Line, SBS Transit also operates two LRT lines. The Sengkang LRT line and Punggol LRT line provides a feeder connection in the estate to the two NEL stations. Both lines have a total of 29 stations, including Sengkang and Punggol stations. Key operating statistics, monthly ridership for bus and rail, notes, rail ridership includes Northeast Line, Sengkang LRT and Punggol LRT rides. The Sengkang LRT and NEL commenced revenue service on 18 January 2003 and 20 June 2003 respectively. The Punggol LRT began service on January 29, 2005. Monthly rail ridership exceeded 10 million for the first time in December 2007. See also, Tmobile, a Euro and outdoor digital television previously installed in SBS Transit buses. References: Ilse Sharp SNP, Editions, The Journey, a Euro Singapore's Land Transport Story. ISBN 981-248-101-X. External links.